It's beautiful out here, but the roads are actually insane. Fuck it. We're so close. I'm so close. I'm like basically here. Kingston, New Mexico. A very small town with a very big history. Founded in 1882, this town quickly became the center for a large number of miners. Miners ended up digging dozens of holes around the entire area of Kingston and building a mine called the Solitaire Mine. Not only did this town boast a whopping 24 different saloons, they also had multiple local stores, an opera house, a church, school, 3 newspapers, and 1 brothel. The brothel, started by a woman named Sadie Orchard, who got her start in Kingston with a brothel on Virtue Street, has now become known as one of the local legends of the Kingston area. Sadie ended up moving to Hillsborough in 1886, 4 years after Kingston was founded, and yet she is still being talked about to this day, and there is even a historical marker in Hillsborough for her. So I figured I'd take a little 3-hour tour out west to Kingston, see what this old town is all about, and hopefully take y'all along the way, and we can look at some cool old buildings together. Let's ride. Now, the drive out to Kingston was not too bad. It's about an hour and a half from the city I live in, and it was a really beautiful day. You know, the sun was out, the birds were chirping, the grass was green. Everything was going well until I got to these very winding roads going up and down into the valley outside of Hillsborough. Oh my god. Okay, so I am dizzy. That's no joke. I mean, this is crazy. Like, it's beautiful out here, but the roads are actually insane. Kind of want to walk across the road here. No one's here, and so we'll just have a look. Should I turn around and try to go back? Fuck it. We're so close. I'm so close. I'm like basically here. Let's do it. So I eventually decided to turn around and continue on my journey to Kingston. Alright, we're pulling into Hillsborough right now. This is the small town before we get to Kingston. So they, I believe, have a population of about 110. We've got some vultures circling up there right now. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, we'll just drive through. The main thing they have here is a small little vineyard, Black Range Vineyards. And they've got a museum, and I believe they also have 1 general store and a hotel. So we'll see how that looks. So this is a old motel, I believe, Hillsborough Court. This is the cafe, I believe, Pinto Cafe, that we just passed. We haven't even hit Hillsborough yet. We are in Hillsborough officially right now. Here is the farm market. Here is the scenic historical area for Sadie. And here is the Welcome to Hillsborough sign. We've got an apothecary here. This is the main Hillsborough street. A couple of small buildings. These look like some small little apartments, maybe. A motel. This is the motel right here. This is the post office. This was a cafe over here, the general store and cafe that says it's for sale. We've got the church. And this is the bed and breakfast. And that's it. That's all of Hillsborough. Now you can see in 9 miles, we'll be getting to Kingston. Let's go. Here's a sign for the Gila National Forest. Fire danger. And now I believe we are entering into Kingston. That is the Kingston sign right there. And we have officially made it to Kingston. I think we pull off here onto this main street here. Here is the Welcome to Kingston sign. Here we are. Kingston, New Mexico, established 1882. I'm going to drive down and see if we can find the Ghost Town Museum, which they have a sign for right there, the Kingston Antiques sign, and they have a sign for the Black Range Lodge. Alright, so we have pulled up to the Kingston Ghost Town Museum. Since Kingston has a population of about 32, their hours are only Saturdays and Sundays. So unfortunately it's closed today since it's a Monday, but it's a very cute building. Now this road here is the really only main road going down Kingston. Now this right here is the Percha Bank. And believe it or not, this was once the biggest bank in the biggest city in New Mexico. When Kingston was at its height of 7,000 people, this bank was standing and has been standing since then, since 1884. And to the right of me is the volunteer fire station, where the fire bell is. Here's the old fire bell. It was used to alert the town whenever there was a fire here in Kingston. It actually says it was made in St. Louis, Missouri, 1887. I've seen a couple different signs, a couple different things. Trump, and then a house a couple doors down also had some signs for Free Palestine, Abolish ICE, you know, and so it's good to know that even though you live far out in this area, kind of away from civilization, that you still sort of acknowledge certain aspects of what's happening. It's good to know. It's comforting to know, I think. So the Black Range Lodge is actually the main attraction for Kingston. It's been here since the 1880s, and it had been restored using pieces from the old casino that was across the street. I believe it boasts about 10 rooms, and the inside was actually pretty nice. A couple of nice seating areas, books, beautiful piano, very nice old wood stove. Then you go into the back seating area / pool area, lounge area if you will. There was even a beautiful painting of the lodge that I saw. It was really quite enjoyable. Yeah, everyone out here is pretty tight-knit. I just talked to a man named Gary. He said that they have a music festival here once a year at the lodge. They've got music camps. And he said, you know, it's a nice little getaway out here. Says everyone kind of knows everyone. And nice little place to walk around. It's very beautiful. I decided to pull off and stop by Percha Creek here. Coming up, we're able to look at the bridge. Walking over this old road that was closed off. And looking all the way down into the creek right there. A little dry, no water, but very echoey. Hello! Gorgeous area. Well, yeah, we're leaving Kingston now. That was my little 3-hour tour of Kingston. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you want to see anything else like this, let me know. I love going around and going on little day trips around New Mexico just to see some things that I have never seen before. And I had fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.